This one comes from, let's call him Twister, all right? Thanks, Twister. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And I have sinned about bidets. So we had a bidet confession a couple of weeks back, which got destroyed, I think, in the process of the confession, because it was balancing a ping pong ball, and then it blew up. Anyway, Twister says, however, this confession was a sin, but it was a sin to protect the innocent, and it lasted for many years. I am 61 years young. My daughter is 35-ish, and when she was about 6, she asked me what a bidet was. She was and still is my little girl, and I was not going to tell her anything that was not the truth. So I explained that they were used to wash football boots. And as she didn't have any at the time, she needn't worry about that at all. You can just forget about it. That's what they're there for. It's not a bad answer. All okay then, no problem. I completely forgot about that until last year. My daughter, son-in-law, 2 grandchildren, my wife and I decided it would be easier to sell our 2 houses and move all together into one house. How about that? The modern-day Waltons, to use an old-fashioned TV reference. In our new joint house, there was not 1, but 2 bidets. Imagine that. How far up in the world have you gone?
Yes.
2 bidets. 1 in the main bathroom and 1 in the ensuite. Predictably, the response from my wife and daughter was, well, they're going. Well, still no problem that I could see. Now, I should explain I am starting to retire, and my daughter is slowly taking over the family optician's business. She needs to establish that she is now the boss, and I am helping, I think. Anyway, one day, when dealing with a patient, she was explaining about this new idea, the Waltons house, and all seemed to be going well, except that we would be redoing both bathrooms, she said, and removing both bidets, as we had no need for that kind of thing anymore. So the patient looked puzzled. My daughter said, nothing needs to be that clean. So, the patient obviously managed to look a little bit more puzzled. So my daughter then said, you know, football boots. No one needs to wash football boots, do they? Well, the patient looked somewhat confused. The staff kept a straight face. The patient left, and then the staff quizzed their new boss. Was that a joke? They asked. No, says my daughter. They then explained what a bidet was for, and my daughter was shocked. She didn't believe it, so she Googled it and was was more shocked that it was true. And so, yes, it's back to lying to kids. I seek forgiveness for my lie, but in my defence, 1, the best use for a bidet is washing football boots. 2, I was protecting my innocent child. And 3, what the hell is going on with education in this country that someone can go through life not knowing what a bidet is? Although it isn't my job, says Twister. And if I'm not forgiven, we may have to look for 2 houses again, and that will be on your head. Okay, well, it's very good, and it is one of those things, and it does cause confusion. But for that moment, that sitcom moment, where your daughter is explaining to the patient who's having the eye test done that nothing needs to be that clean, you're in. All right, Twister, so let's see what Bobby makes of that.
I love family folklores. They're great, aren't they? Because they're so specific to the absurdities of all of us.
But it would, you can see, it would be perfect for cleaning shoes.
Well, you see, I disagree here. And my point is that football boots get covered in mud, thick mud. So when you wash them, you actually need some force. So I don't think actually a bidet is the best place to wash them in.
Isn't it?
And I don't think bidets actually have that much force. What you need is a hose pipe. And also, you get big clumps of mud.
So
you don't... No, it's a whole different experience. What I'm saying is the football boots need...
Does it not have a rotary dial?
Anyway, you two, anyway, what I'm saying, you get big clumps of mud and you don't want that going down your plug hole. So what I'm saying is, Twister, I love the idea of what you told her. I think you're forgiven, but I need a spade to dig myself out of this one. You're forgiven, Twister. I'm going now. Back to you, Simon.
Very good.
Brother Matthew.
Well done. Obviously she's led a very sheltered. I mean, you can't really say it's down to an education. There's no lessons where anyone tells you what a bidet is actually for.
You'd think it's like general knowledge. By the time you're in your 30s.
I suppose you would have thought so. A very sheltered life. So yes, I am going to forgive.